Hello, everyone. This is Wallsmarts at YouTube.com. Uh, I, I was driving around the Chicago area today after the strike is. I guess the strike is over. The people are back at work, but I'd like to say I can't say that they're back to work. I drove by several places today near Midway Airport. They got cones blocking several miles of road. There's not one single construction truck or road repair truck. There's a whole bunch of people standing there eating sandwiches, smoking cigars, drinking coffee. And by the Stevenson and 55, or in Harlem, there's a whole bunch of guys standing there talking on their cell phones, eating sandwiches, smoking cigars, drinking coffee. And I actually, at one place, I sat for like 20 minutes and I watched. And all they are doing is standing there, making $40 to $50 an hour, doing absolutely nothing. Is this how they're going to get their extra money? By spreading out the time it takes to do a job? By standing there on the clock doing nothing? I wish there should be someone to report this to. I'm not saying people should lose their jobs, but if somebody's at work, they should do some work. If these jobs are being funded by taxpayers' money, and money is going to waste, is being spent on their leisure time while they're making beaucoup bucks per hour doing absolutely nothing all day long on the clock. I mean, in one place I saw at least 25 people. Nobody had a shovel. There wasn't a truck. There wasn't a tractor. They weren't even wearing like jeans. They were like wearing nice clothes, just standing there talking, eating, talking on their cell phones, patting each other on the back. Well, I bet they're glad the strike is over. It was well worth it. Now, were they going to have us not have fixed roads for another 5 years, like they haven't been fixed in 5 years? I've been driving over the same potholes probably 5 to almost 10 years. And yet, like I said before, you could see the Department of Transportation orange trucks. I seen them down Archer Avenue by Willow Springs one day, going towards Route 83. They scraped up, rough grooved the road, and this is a stretch of maybe 2 or 3 miles. In not even a day, paved 3 miles of road. That same piece of Archer Avenue by almost Route 83, there is still not one pothole. And they did that road about a year or two ago. And how can they do 3 miles of road in one day, and all these other laborers are standing around on Harlem and Cicero and all the expressways doing absolutely nothing, and complaining about making $40 to $50 an hour? Well, somebody should really observe these people. We need somebody like an investigative reporter out there to see if indeed our tax dollars are going to pay for these kind of work projects. Well, there's no work actually being done, at least not today that I saw. Or is this their way of stretching the time of the job out, because as long as they work, they get paid? Or I should say, as long as they're at work, they get paid. Doesn't mean they're actually doing work. I did not see anybody doing any work today. They didn't have a pen, a clipboard, a shovel, any piece of machinery. They were standing there eating, drinking coffee, talking on their cell phones, patting each other on the back. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I work my butt off at my job, making minimum wage. and I swear I do the job of 10 people. Well, they paid me according to how many jobs I do. I should be making $80 an hour in that case. But I like some comments and criticisms about these striking people that went back to work. And has anybody else noticed them standing on all these job sites and not doing any work since the strike's over? It's all waste. If it's our tax dollars going to this, then they should be giving the taxpayers jobs and get rid of all these lazy bums that are making $50 to $60 an hour or whatever. They're not doing any work. They're at work, but it's really ticking me off.